Hi! Once we pop up on a board, we have to adopt directly the right position, the right stance. Okay, this stance is essential in surfing. If we don't have the right stance, we can easily lose the control of the board and lose the balance. But with the right stance, we'll be able to do everything to accelerate, slow down, turn, and everything with a perfect balance. This stance in reality will be the initial position for any movement in the surfing, at least when we start surfing. That means from here, for example, I will be able to go left, right, brake, accelerate. So what is the right stance? Let's see it step by step. First, the position of the foot. If you remember the video on the paddling position, so the lay down position, I said that the board will move around two axes. A vertical one, so she will move like this, and to simplify, we said one horizontal axis in the center of the board right here. So the board will move like this. So we said if we put too much weight on the back of the board, so here, we put the tail in the water, so we do resistance with the water, and we will slow down. On the contrary, with the right repartition of the weight on the board, we'll be able to put the board really flat on the water and don't do any resistance with the water. That way, we'll be able to accelerate and take speed. So we take account of this to place our foot. But remember, I said to the fins at the back of our board will be the timon of our board. That means with the fins, we'll be able to control our trajectory. With all these elements, we understand that our back foot will come close to our fins. So here it's a fin zone, so we come really close or inside the zone. Here, for example. And the front foot will come just in front of my horizontal axis, here, right here. On that way, I will be able to brake, putting my weight on the back foot, and accelerate, reparting my weight between my two foot, but with more weight, of course, on my front foot. And keeping my back foot close to my fin, I will keep the control of my direction. So be careful here, we want to avoid to go too on the back of our board, because here, if you see, even if I put all my weight on the front foot, my foot is behind my axis, so my board will be all the time settling down. I will put all the time my tail under water. So that's not good. On the contrary, if I'm too forward on my board, what will happen? If I put all my weight on the back foot, I will have more or less a good repartition of the board in the water, so that's okay. But I will not be able to brake. If I put a little bit of weight on the front foot, what will happen? I will put my nose underwater, and with the speed, I will be projected to the front. So I will have a wipeout. That's why we want to avoid this too. So I repeat, I will come one foot close to my fin to keep control and brake, and one in front of my center axis like this to be able to accelerate. If you see, the distance between my feet should be a little bit more than my shoulder width. Some specialists said that it's the ideal distance between our foot to have an optimum balance and all our mobility. That means it's the optimum distance to be able to flex the legs perfectly and be able to translate the weight from one foot to another easily. Imagine if we are too open like this, what will happen? We have less balance, and it will be harder to come on the back and come to the front. On the contrary, if I'm too close with my foot like this, what will happen? I will not be able to bend my knees, so I can't keep my balance well. And anyway, I'm really too far from my command, I'm too far here from the accelerator, for example, and if I was here, I'm too far from my direction and my brake. So we keep a distance between our feet a little bit more than the shoulder width. Be careful, we don't have to forget the distribution on our foot around the vertical axis of this one. Here, it's logic, both foot have to be really centered around this axis. That means I will put the same repetition of my foot on both sides. So here, here. Why? Because if I was here, for example, what will happen? I will put my rail on the water, I will lose the balance, and I will fall. Okay? Same way on this side, I will fall in the back. But be careful here. Sometimes, once we pop up, we will finish here. So what's happened here? Maybe I will be able to find my balance, because I have one foot on each side of my axis, but I won't be able to turn like this, to keep control of the trajectory. Okay? Impossible. That's why I have to really be careful with the repetition of my feet. I have to be really centered on my vertical axis. So, this one. From here, I will think about bending my knee to come closer with my center of gravity to my board and have more balance. Here starts the interesting thing. This position, I call it the snowboard position. Because in snowboard we are like this, and to turn, we just push with the talon of the finger of the foot, like this. Okay? In surfing, it's not working like this, forget it. Okay? In surfing, it's not the same. In surfing, in reality, we turn from the top to down. That means, when we turn, I will start looking, then pointing with my arm, and all my body will follow, and the board will follow. So from here, I will look there, I will point, and my board will turn. On the same way to turn right, I will look, I will point, and my board will follow. So you understand, from this position, it's pretty hard to do that. That's why the right stance in surfing is with all the body looking to the front. That way, it will be the initial position for all my movement. So to do that, I just have to bring my shoulders looking to the front. Why? Because doing this, in reality, all the body will follow. My hips and my back knee will look to the front too. If you see my front foot, I place it at 45 degrees. Why? Because if I stay here at 90 degrees, I will force my knee. So that's not good, that can be hurt. On the contrary, if I put my front foot on my axis, straight like this, what will happen? I will don't have balance. It will be super hard to find my balance. Okay, that's why I will choose an intermediate position, 45 degrees. Here I have all my balance, I will don't force my knee, and I will have all my mobility to be able to move and to slow down and accelerate and everything. My back foot will stay at 90 degrees. And my front knee doesn't have to go out like this. We will try to bring to the back knee. Okay, both knees looking one to the other. Okay, like this. So here you see the difference between this position and this position. In the reality, the surfer calls this position the poo pose. It's not really elegant, so we try to avoid it. And on this position, it will be harder to find a balance. We will be fighting all the time like this. So we avoid poo style and we prefer surfing style. Okay? What about my arms? My arms will stay in the front of my shoulder, like this. And we will try to avoid this. The flamenco arm, I call it, or leg. Why we have to avoid this? Because two things. First, when I come here with my arm, you see I come back with my shoulder to the back like this. So that's not good. Turn will be hard again. And I have my arms along my vertical axis like this. So it will be super hard to find the balance. I will be fighting like this all the time. We have to keep the arms in the front of the shoulder. To do that, you can try to keep your both hands in your vision field. Okay, like this. And here you see I have both shoulders to the front, so I will be able to do all my movement easily. And I have one arm on each side of my vertical axis, so I will have so much more balance like this. It will be really easier. What about my back? Really important. If you see, always I was keeping my back straight, right? Instinctively we try to use our back to move, okay? But that's not working. I will show you with a little experience. This is a simple string with a ring at the end. So just look the ring. I will come with the string right on my center of gravity here. So you see where is the ring. So here, for example, I'm slowing down, okay? I have the ring, the back of my board. If I want to accelerate with my back, I will do like this. But what happened here? You see, my ring is not moving almost. On the contrary, if I go with my hips, with the back straight, like this, you see my ring is coming to the front. So I will have my weight right here where is my ring. And it's working. On the same way, to have more balance, I will want to go closer to my board. So if I do with my back like this, you see my ring is not coming really closer to my board. On the contrary, if I keep my back straight and I just bend my knee like this, you see that my ring almost touch my board. So that's working better than with my back. And you see when I'm doing this, in reality I bring more weight outside of my vertical axis. So what will happen? I will fall there. Okay? So never bend your back, it doesn't work. Always your hips, in translation like this, and bend your knee. Last detail, and a really, really important one, okay, don't forget it, my eyes, my looking. When you're driving a car, you don't move your feet, right? Or just in the front of the car. No, you're looking really far to see what will happen, what is coming, to react and function, right? In surfing, it will be the same. Here, I will look really far away to see the wave, to see the people, to see everything, and react in function. Okay, if you look the wave just in the front of the board, if you look your feet, you will don't know what will happen. You can't react in function, you can have bad surprise, and you can really surf well the wave because you don't know what happened with the wave. And you will lose your balance because I will have less balance looking here than looking far away like this. Okay, so always keep your look far away from you. So that was the right stance. So I invite you to try to feel it, to feel this position. I resume, back foot close to my fin, close to my direction and my brake, 90 degrees like this, and centered on my vertical axis. Front foot, 45 degrees, centered on my axis and right on the front on the horizontal axis. Okay? Then I look forward with all my body, shoulder, hips, back knee, looking to the front. I bend my knee to more balance and my front knee will come gently to see my back knee, arm in the front, back straight, look on the front. And there I will be able to do everything. We have to practice this position a lot outside of the water. Feel it outside of the water. On that way, it will be an automatism, and in the water, you don't have to think about it. Okay, you will be able to concentrate your attention on the rest, and there is a lot to think at the same time. So a good tool to work on the position, on the stance in surfing, it's a surf skate. A surf skate, it's a skate with a special truck and it will be moving like a surfboard. So you'll be able to reproduce exactly the same movement than in surfing. So you will be able to work on this position, stance, and work outside of the water even if you're far from the sea. So that's really a good tool. Use protection, be careful. It can be bad if you fall to don't be able to surf after. So that was the right stance in surfing. That would be the position in which you will be all the time when you start surfing, okay? After, you will see anyway, we will learn to move our foot in the board in function of the wave, in function of what we want to do. For example, in some wave, or we have to go really fast, we will try to increase the speed of the board going more on the front. So here, for example, on that way I will be able to run. And in longboard you can also walk until the nose to do a nose riding. And also we can go more on the back with our back foot to do more radical turn, more vertical turn. So you see it's not an imperative position. At the beginning, yes, we try to use it all the time because it's the base. And once we control the board, once we surf a little bit better and we catch green wave, front side, back side, we generate speed and we're able to turn, we will learn to move more awful. See you on the next video.